Hello, it's Jason. I wanted to come on to share a few words with you today about some things that have really moved me in recent days. And like I've spoken about on this podcast, my dad passed away 6 weeks ago, and it has been like a bloody roller coaster. Our life before he passed away, there was a lot going on, which he was a big part of supporting us in. So to lose him kind of unexpectedly was a total shock. And, my life at the moment is absolutely, I'll tell you what, bloody crazy. Like I said, I've got court cases going on and all sorts of things. And do you know what? I think to myself, a lot of people say this to me, Jason, how are you coping with all this? And do you know what it is? It's because I know that the spirit world, one, is real. I know that. And recently, the spirit world has touched me in such a way that it's made me start looking back at my journey. Some of the things that I've been through, like my 20s, I'll tell you what, Soulsync, Jesus, my 20s. To say I had a dark night of the soul, I think I had 3 in running succession, actually. But it was hard. But I think back, if I look at my life back 4 years ago, I would think, nothing is, I'd kind of believe that we have a plan, but I wouldn't see the significance in things. And I felt, after listening back to that Adam Berry episode, and it really touched my heart, actually. I don't normally listen all the way back through every episode if I've just had the conversation, but that episode was actually recorded before my dad passed away. And if I'm being completely honest with you, I can't remember any of the contents of that conversation by the time it came around to listen. But as soon as I released the episode, I found myself listening because obviously I did a bit of a different intro. And then I found myself absolutely pulled to the conversation, and I felt there was such an irony in me asking Adam so much about the power. How would you describe the power? What would you say the power is? How do you know if you found the power? Meaning, the power of one's own soul. And, I guess that begs a wider question about the power of the spirit world. Now, I think losing someone and going through grief is, such a hard thing, and there's no wrong or right way to grieve someone. But I've taken real comfort since my dad's passing, I've felt his presence a number of times, and I feel my own mediumship has kind of got ramped up in several levels, because even coming to produce this podcast, every single time I do anything on the podcast in the last couple of weeks, I'm not kidding you, I felt the spirit world around me. And when I listened back to Adam's episode, honestly, first time around I had a cry. 3 hours later, I found myself listening back, absolutely laughing, because I felt a couple of nights ago when I listened back to that episode, I started to look at even things in this podcast about how the logo kind of came around. My cousin, bless him, is not a designer. I'll say that from the get-go. He does do it, and we do work together sometimes for my business. But when I first gave him the description of the Soulsync podcast, I'll tell you this, it was not a good one. I said to him over the phone, right, do you know what a chakra is? No, I don't know what a chakra is. Do you know what an aura is? No, I don't know what an aura is. I said, okay, look into the colours of the chakras, and what I kind of want is like a circle, spiral. And do you know what? When he sent it back to me, no word of a lie, I absolutely was like, it moved me, it hit me, because it's not like me, Soulsync, I'll tell you this now, I'm always tweaking something and wanting to perfect it, and, normally it goes through editing a bazillion times, and I thought, my cousin was going to get over the concept to me, but actually I took it and I was like, it's absolutely perfect, and even he was shocked. And at the time I remember saying to him, I'm sure you've got that from my granddad, because my granddad's surname was Paul. As you know, he was a medium. So I use my granddad's surname for the mediumship work that I do. But I've started looking at my own path, and it's made me realise that the power that the spirit world have, and, their intelligence, they've lived the same life as us, but they've gone to the other side, to the intelligent world, of the spirit world. And the other night I felt the fully blown force of the spirit world, and I felt like I almost had an epiphany moment, to be honest with you, because I started looking back at my own, even the last few years, how people have crossed my path, and I realised they're influencing my path, my journey, and helping me so much. And what I want to say to you is, wherever you are on your spiritual journey, you might be at this moment looking for proof of the spirit world. You might be questioning your life. You might be thinking, I want to believe it, but I can't. And I think, sometimes when we're trying to, when a loved one passes away, or you're on your own mediumship journey, you'll ask the spirit world for signs. And I think sometimes we're looking for that absolutely crazy thing, like something manifesting in front of us. And I know I've had so many signs over the years, but, I'm the biggest, most cynical person ever when it comes to signs, but I felt the full-blown power of the spirit world. So I wanted to tell you a few things today about what's going on in my world, because this podcast, what is it all about? I'll tell you, it's about giving a voice and a platform to the spirit world. And I can tell you this now, they want to be involved in the making and inspiration. So I can't tell you how much the spirit world is touching and influencing this show, because they're on a mission effectively to get love and light out there and to help us on our journeys. So that's what the Soul Sync is all about. But no matter what you're facing in your life at the moment, you might be going through hard times, you might have faced recent losses, and I've come across many passings recently of people that I know, but I want you to know that life is eternal, spirit are around you, it's just our human eyes that don't let us see it. So I'm really excited and honoured to act on behalf of the spirit world to bring you their inspiration and love.